So in our day 3 session today, we are going to have about 20 minutes of meditation, and then we will spend the rest of the time for another about 40 minutes of wisdom sharing, where a very important topic is going to be shared with all of us. And then at the end of that, then we will stop the recording and do any experience sharing, any questions that our group may have. So that we don't stretch this session for too long for all of you. We'll try to limit it that way. All right. So let us all once again get ready for a beautiful session of meditation. I will start the recording very soon. In the meantime, if for those who are new to meditation, just would like to once again remind that be as comfortable as possible. Make your body very, very comfortable. Sit with your back upright. Do not lean on anything. Then cross your legs if you're sitting on the floor, and if you're on the chair, put your ankles one on top of each other like that. And then all your fingers into fingers. Keep both your hands comfortably in your lap. And after that, just stay still for about 5 minutes. Don't move your body, and go into a meditative state with your eyes gently closed. When we close our eyes, we don't force them closed. We just let the eyelids fall. That's all. If you're wearing glasses, please remove your glasses and then enjoy the meditation. And then the session thereafter. So I will start the...
One more request. Whoever is comfortable, please switch on your cameras. It's important for the energy exchange, and your attention also. And if anything, we can guide you. So please switch on your camera.
All right.
And sit comfortably. Once you are in a comfortable position, in a comfortable space, gently close your eyes and bring all your attention to the breath. Your normal and natural inhalation and exhalation. Remember, there is no right or wrong way to breathe. Your body knows how to breathe. Your way is the right way. So just observe, just notice the breath, however shallow or deep it is, fast or slow. Be with your breath, your best friend. Just be with your breath. If you're trying to hold any posture, and if you're observing any strain in your body, you can let it relax. There's no specific posture for meditation. You only have to be with the breath, and everything else will align itself automatically. Just be with the breath. any thoughts, experiences, sensations, if they arise, let them come and go like cars on a highway. Not to attach with them and not to try to detach from them. Let them go, let them come. Just be with the breath in this process. As you go deeper, Stay with the breath. Last 3 minutes. Start becoming aware of your body and your surroundings. Last 1 minute. Move your toes, your feet, your fingers, and breathe into this present moment, into right now. As we slowly come back in these last 30 seconds, ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Now gently put your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Now remove your hands from your eyes and gently open your eyes. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Welcome back, masters, friends, and thank you, Abid, for this beautiful meditation again. Really enjoyed this today. Welcome to day 3 of Reinvent Yourself meditation program. I'm very happy to have you back again, everyone. And today is day 3. And the topic today we're going to discuss is about music meditation. Also, I invite you to switch on your cameras if you can, so that we can see you. And if you have any questions while I take the session, you can put them in the chat. So that you don't forget, and we'll get to all of them at the end. Okay, so today's topic is pretty important because this is This answers a lot of questions one may have regarding the technique of this meditation, and also how every day, as you said, as you are seeing here, today's day 3, you are hearing the music, maybe not the same, different music, but how this music helps enhances meditation. So this is something that we will discuss today. I'm going to start sharing the screen. Okay. All right, so music, meditation. So again, before we get started, this is the disclosure. And let's begin with a quote. And if you have been in the Reinvent course before, you know what I'm going to share. So this is a great refresh for you about why music meditation is very important for us. And the quote is, music is meant for meditation. That is the prime purpose of music. Firstly, music is for meditation. Then secondly, music is for musical enjoyment. So this is a quote by Patri ji. And we're going to understand today why he says music is meant for meditation. What is the science behind it? So we'll learn a little bit about science. So before we learn about science, let's get into the history of music. Okay, let's understand the history. This is Pythagoras of Samos. This is a Greek philosopher. I mean, you all might know who Pythagoras is. We have learned his theorem in the school, Pythagoras theorem. So you know who he is. He's a Greek philosopher and mathematician from 580 to 496 BC before Christ. He was known as the, hang on one second. Okay. I can see the screen. Hang on one second, it's frozen. Okay. He was the greatest mathematician and philosopher, and apart from his many contributions in those fields, he was highly unusual amongst the great prophets of history for being an accomplished musician. Did you know he was a musician also? When I started researching about him, it was pretty new for me. But he played the guitar, the ancient form of the guitar, and often sang as he played. So he was a great musician, apparently. He is reputed to have been able to soothe both animals and people when he did, and people say he's the founder of music therapy, or the father of music therapy. This is where it all began, before Christ. So recognizing the profound effect of music upon the senses of emotions, Pythagoras, he did not hesitate to influence the mind and body with what he termed musical medicine. So he actually started using sound as therapy. This is why he is the father of music therapy. He used different sounds to heal emotions and even physical illnesses at that time. He discovered that the 7 modes of keys of the Greek system of music had the power to incite and create many emotions. So this is where he also looked into the universe, you know, the cosmos, and he called it as the vibrational energy, as the music of spheres, the sound of the movement of the planets itself. So he had a very profound understanding at that time with what he had. And interestingly, you see in this picture he holds a pyramid. We don't know why that is. We don't have text of him talking about pyramids, but he does hold a pyramid. So it's pretty interesting to see that. So this is the first where Pythagoras, this is where it all began. And let's get into a sound. Let me see if you can feel, if you can see this. Let me try. Let me know if you can hear. Can you hear the sound? You can hear the sound? Okay, I'm gonna stop and new share. Share sound. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try this again. Can you hear it? Okay, so you heard that. Can you tell me, I want to hear from you how you felt with the when you watched this video in the beginning and the end. Did you feel any difference? You can put that in the chat. Sridhar says yes. So you felt a difference. How in the beginning, how did you feel in the beginning of the music? You can even raise your hands if you want to speak. Anyone, how did you feel? Sridhar says restless. Yes, we felt the difference. Distortion in the beginning, scary. Arun says chaos. Frederica says chaos. Yes, Sindhuja music was disturbing a bit initially, really scary. So tell me if I'm right. Sometimes my teeth were chattering, Radhika was saying. Second was soothing. Yes. In the beginning, it was cluttered and my heartbeats went high. Heartbeats went high. Did you guys felt like, closing up, like going with, like this, or breathing? It was hard to breathe. And second calmed me, scary and then calming. Okay, great. So did you realize the video was the same, the beginning and the second, the video was the same, just the music changed. So how, the second was relaxing. So just the music shift, how is affected our emotions. We can see that how it actually created, even within our body, the emotions were different. It even affected physically, like breathing pattern, the way the heartbeats, as Jigna said, the heartbeats went high. So how music affects us internally and externally. It's pretty interesting to see how this is actually a video from emotional intelligence that we will have our class in couple of days. But this, I thought it was pretty interesting to show how music, the different kinds of music affect us, our emotions. Pretty interesting. Okay, so now let's go here. This is my favorite slides. So the macroscopic and the microscopic universe. The most fundamental form of vibration in the creation of universe is sound. That is what we know. The most fundamental form of vibration in the creation of universe is sound. And sound is vibration, and vibration is energy. So you see, this is a galaxy and this is an atom. And this is the microscopic version of the same macroscopic universe. it is a hologram. If we can say it is a hologram of the universe. There's so much to read about this. Now the scientists are saying we are actually a holographic image of the whole. Have you heard about Kirlian photography, where the leaf of the leaf was taken in the Kirlian photography, where the whole was lit up, the whole leaf was lit up, and part of the leaf was cut, and again you take a photograph of that, and it lights up where there was a tear, where there was supposed to be the leaf, and it still lights up. That means the blueprint of the whole is carried into every atom within us. So every atom within us carries the information of the universe. Like Rumi says, every drop has the ocean within. This is Rumi's quote, such a wonderful quote. It is not drops in the ocean, it is the ocean in the drops. So in that way, every atom within us contains the information of the whole, the macroscopic and the microscopic universe. Yet it is the most fundamental, it is the vibration that holds together. And sound is vibration, and vibration is energy. Everything is energy at the end of the day. So this is a great bird's eye view of how to look at things. And then in the beginning, in the Bible, what does it say? In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God. I am that I am. I am that I am, the most powerful words in English. I am that I am. When you say I am and end a sentence, you become that. That is one of the most amazing sentences and creations. And if you want to learn more about this, I highly recommend the book, Your Inner Conversations Create Your Reality by Neville Goddard. Your Inner Conversations Create Your Realities. Wonderful book, talks all about this. And in Bhagavad Gita, states that the universal energy or the God is sound of Om. Right? We all say in Bhagavad Gita, it says Om is the sound of creation. So in the beginning, before the matter existed, there was sound. That's how the matter started forming, which is pretty profound to think about it. Now, the harmonic sounds of structures. There is a book called The Healing Power of Harmonic Sounds by J. Emanuel. Wonderful book to read. I highly, highly recommend. I even did an interview with him. So you can even watch that video. It's on my YouTube. We'll probably share that links. The great temples of the world, buildings, pyramids, churches, rocks in nature produce specific sound patterns that resonate with the sounds generated by our biological system. So every structure that you see, it is not just a structure. It has a very specific sound frequency that emanates, which are affecting us. Now, you know, music can affect us. Just the 30-second video that I played affected your emotions pretty much. So the sounds around us affect us. The vibrations, the frequencies affect us in different ways that we do not understand. They alter our mind as well. And for example, here, okay, so the human frequency of listening, the decibels is 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz. Okay, this is what the humans can hear. But that doesn't mean that the sound below 20, there is no sound below 20 kilohertz and 20 hertz, and there is no sound above 20 kilohertz. We just can't hear them. There are sounds, but we just can't hear them because that is our hearing range. But there are animals, there are beings around us that can hear ranges below and more. Bat, for example, it can hear from 2 kilohertz to 120 kilohertz. It can hear sounds that we don't understand. Dolphins, 75 hertz to 150 kilohertz. Dolphins and whales are pretty, blue whales especially, pretty amazing because they communicate in water by whistling. They send out radio waves through water, and that can go miles. And did you know, we heal our tumors just by listening to dolphin sounds because the frequencies that emanate heal us. So again, think about it. It is hertz. It is measured in hertz. Hertz is frequency. So it goes. There are microwave frequency, radio wave frequency, infrared, ultra-red that we cannot see through our visible eyes or hear through our sound, through our physical ears, but they exist. Those waves exist. We just can't see and hear them. They go through our bodies. They go through our systems. And so they affect us. Although we can't hear them, they affect us. They are all around us. And did you know the vegetation gets enhanced by the sounds of the bird chirping? As the birds chirp, the vegetation grows with the frequencies that they emanate. So it's so amazing that the whole ecosystem is connected. Everything that we have in the nature is so beautifully connected and helping each other to coexist together. When one form of that system gets disrupted, the whole system kind of goes into out of balance. So it's very interesting to see this. So you can actually meditate with dolphin sounds or whale sounds, and you can actually alter your DNA as well. So it's a very, very powerful thing. Even meditating with cricket sounds, like, nature sounds, brings us back into balance. Very great information to understand. So let's talk a little bit about the brain frequencies. So our brain has frequencies in it, and it is measured by ECG. And sounds are composed of different frequencies, okay? And we measure them by hertz that we just talked about. So there are the different frequency range is gamma frequency, which is 25 to 100, which is the highest frequency range. Gamma frequency is something that we find in, very genius brains, creative brains. Beta is 13 to 24, where right now it has mid, low, mid, and high. Low is where you're just browsing in a doctor's office or sitting and waiting, and you're just browsing through a magazine. That is low. Mid is probably right now you're listening to me, you try to understand. That is beta. That is mid. And the high is when you're in stress. You need to finish a job. You need to get it done. High awareness. That is high beta. Alpha 8 to 12 is basically when you are in the Zen-like state. You're in creativity, like you're painting, you're dancing, you're maybe if you love cooking, you love gardening. When you're in that Zen-like that state, that is called alpha state, in the creative, imaginative state. Theta state is 4 to 7, where you are. This is your it has a very thin veil between your conscious and subconscious mind, and everything everything is it's like this is the state that is used for hypnotherapy, by the way. Theta wavelength, theta and alpha. So it is to program your subconscious mind. Delta is totally unconscious, up to 4, very, very low frequencies. So our brain fluctuates between these. Most of the time, when we are sleeping, of course, we go into theta and alpha. When we are awake, we are in beta. Gamma, very rare, we get into that state. So these frequencies, how these frequencies affect us. Now, theta is something very interesting fact I'm going to share with you guys. See, our Earth also has a resonance. It is electromagnetic, by the way. Even we are electromagnetic. Wherever there is electricity, there is magnetism. That is the law of physics. So when we are electrical in our brain, we are also magnetic. Our heart is electromagnetic. Did you know our heart is 5,000 times powerful than your brain? So your heart is very magnetic. What you feel, you attract. And we'll talk about this in detail. But Earth has a frequency, it resonates at the frequency of 7.83 hertz, which is also known as Schumann resonance. Interestingly, it coincides with our alpha and theta wavelength. And this is the brainwave frequency where healing actually happens. When we sleep, our body gets repaired. right? So that is where healing happens. So when you are actually in resonance with, that is when you're in resonance with Mother Earth. And this is where grounding also happens. And in meditation, you enter this theta brainwave activity. That is how healing starts beginning. Consciously, when you start observing your breath, you enter into this state, theta wavelength. So the healing automatically happens. You don't have to work towards healing. It just happens because of how you get into that wavelength. And subconscious mind programs deleted or installed based on your intentions when you get into this frequency. So another law that I want to explain to you guys is the principle of resonance, the law of entrainment. So you must have studied this at school. It's again a refresher or a memory jogger. If you have two tuning forks, okay, on a hollow box, wooden box, you have a two tuning forks. I don't have it right now here, but you hit the first one. They both are similar frequencies. You hit the first one or one octave above or below. You hit the higher one. In time, the second one also starts vibrating with this first one. So this is called law of entrainment. So when a similar frequency or one above or up, down starts vibrating, if you are in that environment and when it's within time, you also, that the other one also starts vibrating. This principle is everywhere in nature. You live, do you know grandfather clocks that we see? If you put them in the house, yeah, the big ones, if you put them in the house, like say 20 of them with different rhythms, not synchronized at all, you put them in a room and you go out for vacation and you come back in 3 months, what you will find is all of them are synced together. They all sync and go as one. And that is called law of entrainment. Like women, if they are together in a hostel, their periods get synced. You may have noticed this. If you are with other women, your periods get entrained. This is called law of entrainment. So this is everywhere in nature. This is the nature's principle. In the same way, when our biological organs also have frequencies. Okay. So when you bring certain similar frequencies outside, and when you are in that environment, when they're emanating that frequencies, when you are there with entrainment, your organs also starts matching that frequencies. So health has a frequency and illnesses has a different frequency, lower frequencies. So because of our thoughts, because of our belief systems or the environment that we breathe in, that we are in or presented in, because of all of that, our frequencies go down. And because of that, the illnesses come. Illnesses do not just come out of thin air. They first manifest in our energy blueprint and then manifest finally in our physical body. So they can be a belief system. It can be because of a thought. It can be because of the air we breathe in, which is not, which is not balanced, which is the water we drink. All of these affect our frequencies. So when we are in that structure, say pyramids or the churches, which has very specific frequencies, we can start seeing the difference. So now I want to share with this. So Patriji, my father, actually he plays flute. Okay, with that flute music, many have experienced different experiences, and I would like to share them. Many have expressed experiences of healing with that music. Brain entrainment has happened, feelings of ecstasy, healing, heightened meditational experiences, experiencing different dimensional realms, easily attain thought-free states. So many thousands and thousands of people have said that this flute frequency has very, very high. It is a very high frequency. And sometimes people who are not, the people who have not heard Indian classical music can't even get to that free, because it's a very high pitch, high frequency. So many students from other countries who joined Reinvent course in previous batches have told us, when we play flute music, they'll say, stop, 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 I can't meditate. And we say, just give it a try. Just allow yourself to meditate with this, even though it's uncomfortable, because then you will start entraining the part of your frequency. It will get activated, and it will start entraining, and you will see how different portals, different activations happen. So tomorrow, actually, we'll do this flute music. And you can see how this is different and how it is affecting you. So music has a very, very, very high impact. Did you know that music actually can be used, or we said music can be used for healing, sound baths. Now, today in this world, sound baths have become so popular, music therapies and all that. But did you know that music can be used for destruction as well? In prisons, they use rock music to torture the inmates. They continuously play Eminem, high pitch, and the prisoners actually say, there are a lot of documentaries on that. You can watch how they say that they are extremely, it affects your mind, it affects the way you think, you get distorted. It's a psychological game as well. So it is a really, really mind controlling as well. There are many in war weapons. That means you can send frequencies, low frequencies through the ground that can do mind control. You cannot see it, you cannot hear it, but yet these frequencies exist around us and that affect us personally. Microwave frequencies create extreme radiation that affect us, that go through our bodies. So with all these frequencies, the basic health, the health frequency is getting distorted. And that is why most of the illnesses are also because of that. So when we actually meditate under a pyramid, when we bring a pyramid, it actually balances out all these distortions. We will talk about pyramid energy in another class. Some of the experiences with the flute music, these are just few testimonials. Of course, we cannot go through all of them. And I like the third one. Whenever my baby cries, I put Patri flute music and immediately baby goes to sleep. That is pretty cool. And this is my first time meditating, and I'm able to tune in with the notes you were playing, and I'm seeing triangle in meditation. So also flute is also the Krishna consciousness. So there's a lot happening when you meditate with, there's a lot of brain entrainment happening. So I highly encourage tomorrow to come and meditate with this flute music and see how you feel, how you experience. You may like it, you may not like it, but just allow yourself to sit through that music. Let's see. So yes, so with this, we actually end our session, our today's session on music meditation. The books that I've said, the healing power of the healing forces of harmonic, let me put that Amazon link here. You can definitely buy it. Great book by our dear friend J. Emmanuel. He is a wonderful, wonderful master. And in that book, there's a whole chapter on pyramids and sound frequencies, how the sound frequencies of pyramids help, affect us. Wonderful book. So with this, we close today's session about music meditation. So music has great effect, guys. Again, we always do meditation with music. Now, I didn't talk about the words. Okay, this is where it gets truly interesting. Now, I'm not, let me share this. Okay, guys, stay with me. This is a whole another class on water, hidden power of water. And Nandini does a great job in teaching that. But today we are not going to go into that. I'm just going to share the power, the words. Okay. All right. Did you know that the water gets programmed? Did you know that the water has memory? And there's a whole class on that on Gaia TV. And if you don't have subscription, get Gaia TV. Amazing, amazing. It is a library, Netflix of spirituality. Stop Netflix, stop Amazon Prime, and go to Gaia. You will be amazed with the amount of information you will get. And there is one of the videos called I think the memory of water, I think, or the hidden messages of water. So you'll see that our words actually can program water, what we say. And this guy, Emoto Masaru from Japan, has experimented with that and has got amazing, amazing results. So what he did was he took water and then he has then crystallized it and then seen with a microscope, and he sees the shape of the crystal of the water. So here you see what he has done with the water. In the first one, he took water and he said, "You disgust me, you disgust me." And the other one, he said, "Love and gratitude." You can see the difference, how this water turned out to be and how this water turned out to be. It is beautiful crystal. And this one really became disgusting, the structure of the water itself. Again, this is peace, this is eternal. Evil turned out to be this, and thank you turned out to be this. So there are more actually, say again, with the music, heavy metal, the water turned out to be like this, and with symphony of Mozart music, Beethoven, Mozart music, it turned out to be like this. Let's see more. You can again find it. We do a whole class on this to talk about how it happens. But so water has memory in it. Let me close this up. Okay. So the words that you speak affect. We are made up of more than 70% of water. So the water within us, as you speak, as you think, the words that you are saying to yourself is programming you continuously. So be very careful of what you're listening, what you're speaking, what kind of music are you listening. There is also another theory that, of course, Hitler used many, many different ways to control the minds of the people, to get them as slaves. At that time, he also used music as the frequencies as a way as war weapon to mind control. And also the music that was the frequency of the instruments was changed from 430 hertz to 440 hertz. So there's a lot of changes that has happened that actually, although it's like music, like pop or rock metal music that you have seen right now, how it changed the shape of the structure of the water, how it affects us is different ways. They also carry subliminal messages. I'm not going to go deep into this today, but so music has both destructive power and constructive power. What kind of music are we hearing is important. What kind of words are we using is important. So when we do, again, so words have power in it as well. As we said, Om has power. So when we do chanting has its own power. Every chant has a certain frequency that it initiates, it invokes when we do chanting. In Anapanasati meditation, we don't do any chanting. We don't do any words. We don't do Om. Why? Because in the beginning, there is no sound. The sound, this is where sound vibration has created. We are going to the source where there is no sound, where there is no geometry. Sound, geometry, matter. That's how the creation has, the physical matter gets created. So we go directly to the source beyond any frequency. So we allow ourselves to connect to the source and activate whatever it needs to be activated for us at that particular moment of time. So that is why we don't chant. Chanting is not meditation. We don't chant. And even the music that you hear for meditation, you can meditate in silence. Absolutely okay, no problem. You can meditate in nature with nature sounds. You can meditate at home. If you put music, make sure there are no words in it. There is no word mantras in it. Just plain instrumental music you can use. And they all like you can have, you find specific music on like binaural beats. Someone can write binaural beats are specific frequency ranges that are attuned to activate certain things. Like for example, 528 hertz is used to activate heart chakra for love, compassion. So there are certain frequencies that can be used to in meditation to activate certain things. But my best way, personally, I love meditating with in silence. I just don't want any music. So for me, that is my favorite method. And I know many also say that they like silence. And we will also try that here in Reinvent, because our goal is to make you completely independent, not dependent on anything, so that you should be able to meditate anywhere, anytime, with music, without music.
Ask any questions or any experiences that you would want to share. We can address your questions or anything you want to know about what we have talked today or in the last 2-3 days. You can ask us. The more you think about your questions, the more you ask questions, the more you will find your own inner wisdom is going to open up. So do not hesitate in asking questions. Nobody is going to judge us here. We are all trying to learn and grow together, grow from each other, not teaching anything here. So the more questions you have, the more you will grow. So try and think about as you are listening to things. If you are connecting to it, you will definitely have questions. So try and ask your questions. We will be very happy to provide answers. If I can't provide an answer right away, I will find an answer and get it to you. So like somebody in the group asked for the names of the books that she mentioned. I have posted the names and links of the books in the group, chat group. Not in the Zoom chat, but in the WhatsApp chat. So you can always go and look at what those books are. If you feel like buying, you can, there are links to Amazon there. You can go and buy them there, right? Yeah. So yes, still too many thoughts during meditation. That's perfectly okay. It's normal, and that's what you should expect. If you are getting thoughts, that means you are doing the right meditation. You are actually in meditation, because if you are not in meditative state, you won't see your thoughts. So you are seeing thoughts, that means you are in meditation. Perfectly okay. You don't expect magic to happen. This is a practice. This has to be a consistent practice. Over a period of time, you will unlayer your things. Like you've got layers after layers over so many years of experiences you've had. You've got everything lying on top of each other, and now you are peeling off layer by layer. Those thoughts that you see now are actually coming out in your presence so that you can dissolve them. So deal with the thoughts as they are coming. Actually, they are leaving. You won't find many thoughts repeating. These, every time you will find some different thoughts coming. Just allow them to pass. Don't chase the thought. Don't try to hold on to it, because you've been holding on. Now they are trying to come out. Don't chase them. Let them go. Let the thoughts go. It's okay. It's perfectly good thing that you are getting thoughts. All right. So give it time. It won't be a day or a week, maybe even several months before you empty your treasure of thoughts that you have collected over the years. Remember, every time something happens and you don't resolve that issue completely, that will remain in your system. It won't go away anywhere. It is not like a computer hard disk that a space is filled so nothing can more will come. No, this is totally infinite space there. It will keep collecting, keep collecting, keep collecting. Those things will not go away till you actually consciously, deliberately release those thoughts. And in meditation, that's what is happening. So it gets expedited. So in meditation, when you start seeing thoughts, that means they are trying to come out, release, let them go. Let them go. Don't chase anything. You are not losing anything in the process. Remember this thing. So if these thoughts are coming and going away, don't worry about it. You are not losing anything whatsoever. You are simply cleaning your house. Your inner healing is happening. So when healing is happening, just let things go. Okay? So don't be in a hurry. Be patient. Become like me. I simply sit and watch. That's all. The best thing is to just sit and watch. Let the thought. And in fact, many a times you may be able to enjoy watching them. Like when you don't get engaged, you will begin to see patterns. Like what type of thoughts come? How does your mind jump from? You will find those thoughts are very disconnected. All of a sudden, a thought about something and totally different subject, another thought will come. No connection between the two thoughts. And this is how you will begin to see patterns, how your mind jumps from one, how it is trying to attract your attention. It tries to find most interesting things for you so that you stop meditating and start attending to the thoughts. Mind doesn't like to feel neglected. It wants your attention. So it's trying to draw your attention by throwing up thoughts. And it will send you the tasty ones that you want to just immediately get involved with. That's what it's going to send. So don't engage. Let them flow. Let them go. It's all house cleaning happening. All right. Good. Any more question? In the beginning, yes, all these things very normal. So in the next few days, as she's talking, she is going to open one by one more and more subjects related to questions that will come up in your mind. And most of your questions will get answered by the time we finish. However, I am always here. I will answer your questions whenever you feel that, oh, you want to find something, ask, and I will maybe in the chat group or wherever. It's not a problem. Okay. Yeah. I will be happy to answer. Any more questions? So today, yesterday the session went on for too long. Today I thought I will try to sort of make it short by reducing. If you guys are interested in watching what experience sharing they had in their group there in the morning, the video which will be posted will be full video. So you will see those as well. If you feel like catching up on those questions, you can always go and see that video. All right. Well, if there are no more questions, then I will let you guys go and have a nice, lovely sleep, relax and rest. Okay. We will get together again tomorrow. Very, very similar pattern. So I will do my homework like today. I did a homework. You would not have noticed. I cut short something in between. I pre-programmed this video. Okay. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being part of this whole effort that we are doing. Neha ji is doing a lot of groundwork to make all this happen. So we are all grateful that she is helping all of us. Thank you so much. Thank you, Neha ji. All right.
Even Shailesh
Thank
ji, you are the one who is making this program. Most important is our participants.
Oh yeah, I mean, like as a group, we have to make this whole, everybody is spending time here, right? We need to make
Yes.
best use of their time. They should learn the maximum. They should get the best out of this experience. And then, yeah, of course, if you enjoy these 21 days, we will try to give you more and more such experiences in future. All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so we
Thank
will
you so
end
much,
it for
everyone.
today. Thank you.
Yeah.